L'année se terminera avec éclat, alors que l'UFC présentera son avant-dernier événement de l'année 2018 à Milwaukee. Une soirée d'action sortant de l'ordinaire.
This fight with IAQUINTA is really going to show that I'm ready for that next level.
No one in the UFC's roster can stop me. I feel very close to the title shot.
I'm going in there for 15 minutes of war.
Un sensationnel met en vedette The Motown Phenom, Kevin Lee, en quête de son 6e arrêt de combat depuis 2015. Il affrontera IAQUINTA, qui a réussi 7 KO spectaculaires grâce à son cran et à sa précision. La demi-finale électrisante opposera deux puissances rapides comme l'éclair. Edson Barbosa cherchera un autre KO éclatant. Contre la sensation néo-zélandaise Dan Hooker, qui, depuis son retour foudroyant chez les poids légers, a remporté 4 combats d'affilée. Puis, un troisième combat passionnant opposera deux des meilleurs poids coqs, alors que la sensation de la Nouvelle-Angleterre, Rob Font, cherchera à prolonger sa série de 8 combats arrêtés au premier round contre le combattant de Milwaukee, Sergio Pettis, qui, à seulement 25 ans, sera en quête de sa 18e victoire en carrière. Voici la route vers l'octogone. Plus jeune poids léger parmi les 10 meilleurs de sa catégorie, Kevin Lee connaît du succès grâce à sa capacité d'adaptation.
When I first saw the sport of MMA, I was 16 years old, trying to figure out my way in life, figuring out what I'm gonna do. I just knew I was gonna do something. I knew I was gonna be successful at something, and I was gonna give it my all. When I saw MMA and I saw that first fight, and it was BJ Penn versus George St. Pierre. Those were two real athletes that were out there learning and thinking, and it seemed really, really hard, and it seemed really, really dangerous, and all those things that other people shy away from. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that.
À ses débuts en 2014 contre IAQUINTA, son prochain adversaire, le combattant originaire de Détroit, Kevin Lee, utilise sa forme physique exceptionnelle et sa grande puissance pour récolter 10 victoires impressionnantes, dont 6 combats terminés avant la limite. En 2017, Lee affronte Tony Ferguson pour la ceinture par intérim des poids légers. Il remporte le premier round avant de s'avouer vaincu. 6 mois plus tard, il est de retour en finale d'une soirée de l'UFC et, de nouveau, il en sort victorieux et devient le poids léger comptant le plus de victoires dans l'UFC depuis 2014. Kevin Aujourd'hui, à 26 ans, le Motown Phenom veut réaliser de plus grands exploits et vise de nouveaux sommets dans sa ville adoptive, Las Vegas.
Getting into MMA was a very hard decision to make. I was a college student going out for engineering, and everybody else in my life and my support system was telling me how stupid it was to go out and get punched in the face.
Nice.
Am I crazy? What am I doing? I should go get my 9-to-5 and be like the rest of people. But that didn't appeal to me. I just wanted bigger, and I felt like MMA was kind of the avenue to do it.
Right foot land, left foot comes. I've worked with Kevin Lee for 4 years, since he came from Detroit to Vegas. Any guy to break out of his comfort zone and leave from his lifetime home to come to a new place where he knew very few people shows his intestinal fortitude. But I've seen a strong-willed guy with a lot of athletic ability who just needed to be shined. A diamond in the rough for sure. Like that body. Yes. He was a straight wrestler. Now he's knocking guys out with head kicks. That shows a guy who wants to learn. He could have stayed just a maul and brawl wrestler type. But he wanted to be able to box with professional high-level boxers. He wanted to be able to kickbox with Muay Thai champions. And he's done those things now. He's evolved so much. Again. That's why. Oh, give me a look there. Go ahead. Right. Kevin is night and day from 4 years ago.
À 3500 km à l'est, le poids léger le mieux classé de l'État de New York se prépare à un combat revanche.
My father was a football coach for many years, so I grew up idolizing the players that played for my father. He would always come home and have stories about the incredible plays that these guys made and the hard work that these guys put in. And in wrestling, I saw that the work I put in was the results I got, and the more I worked, the more I got my hand raised. My goals are pretty much the same in everything. I want to be the UFC lightweight champion. I want to be respected as the best fighter in the world. And then once I'm there, I want to set myself up for the future to where I'm comfortable in doing all the things that I want to do when I want to do them.
IAQUINTA fait ses débuts dans l'octogone après un parcours intéressant d'ultime combattant. Depuis, il a battu plusieurs des combattants les plus féroces de sa catégorie. De Ross Pearson à Joe Lozon à Diego Sanchez. Il y a 8 mois, le bagarreur de Long Island accepte d'affronter, à moins d'1 jour de préavis, Khabib Nurmagomedov et réussit à tenir le coup jusqu'à la fin du combat contre le champion en titre incontesté des poids légers. Maintenant, après cette performance extraordinaire, le combattant de 31 ans veut prouver que le meilleur est à venir.
I didn't exert myself those first 2 rounds. 5 rounds was in the back of my mind, and I had only trained for 3.
The guy took the fight on 20 hours notice. I mean, this kid knew he didn't prepare for that, and he still found a way to be competitive with a guy that's just not an average fighter. Al got to see the best Khabib. Khabib did not get to see the best Al.
I'm the kind of person that rises to the occasion. I'm fighting Kevin Lee.
Last 20.
Whoever wins this fight is right back in the talks of getting a title shot. So this is my opportunity to prove with the right preparation, there's no one in the UFC's roster in a lightweight that can stop me.
Al would not think I beat him once, I could beat him again. He knows he's got a different animal in front of him. He's got to beat the new Kevin Lee, and Kevin Lee has to beat the new Al IAQUINTA.
Kevin Lee thought he was a better fighter back then. He was trying to act tough, like he was gonna just run through everything. You're a better fighter, yes, but let's remember where you were back then and who you thought you were and how I changed that real quick. He thought he knew it all back then, but I beg to differ. As stiff as a board, everything was coming in slow motion from a mile away. He came in cocky and realized how much he doesn't know. I was faster than him back then. I'm faster than him now. I'm a better wrestler than him. His timing is all off. Big wake-up call. I humbled him after that fight. He moved, he changed his team, he changed everything about his life. He's been thinking about me every day since. But he's coming in that same cocky Kevin Lee that came in the first fight, and just it's gonna be the same way. He's gonna get humbled again.
I'm going in there to push myself to my ultimate limits. I want a very difficult contest. That's what I'm after. All I want to say to Edson is, I hope you're strong, and I hope you're extremely motivated, because that's where I am.
I'm still, if I win 2 or 3 fights, put me there on the line for the next title shot. And I feel better than ever.
When I feel I connect on anybody, I'm putting them away. I got some big hands for a 35, and once I put them on, it's over.
I just want to show the world what I'm capable of doing. I believe I match up extremely well with Rob, and I think I'm gonna go out there and have one of the greatest performances.
Pour IAQUINTA, l'entraînement est pratiquement une responsabilité continue. Une éthique de travail inspirée par son mentor, un ancien champion de l'UFC.
UFC 53 was in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I was a senior in high school. I remember sitting there watching Matt Serra. He got put in an armbar, and the way he escaped the crowd went nuts. I said, if I'm this amped up being in the crowd, I need to know what it feels like to be one of those guys.
And when you can slide up to your bicep.
I just said I was gonna do it. I was 100% all in. I just made it a goal to learn everything that I could from everybody that I could.
Nice. Ow. Triangle, control that head. Raging out. People are still sleeping on him. In that cage, he's a dangerous, dangerous guy. I might sound a little biased because I'm his guy, but I also am one of the guys closest to see what he does in training and what he's capable of, what he's done in the past with people on training camps that already weren't nearly what this one is. You know, I know what this kid's capable of. He's a killer in there.
Dans le quartier le plus au sud des 5 quartiers de New York, IAQUINTA cherche constamment à apprendre, évoluer et s'adapter.
I definitely overtrained when I was first getting into it. I had a pretty serious knee surgery that doctors said, you do this surgery, it'll never be the same again.
1, 2.
I had these goals of competing in the largest arenas in the world, and then not being able to do it was a huge blow to me. I'm way more mature now, more seasoned as a fighter and training leading up to the fight.
One more. There it is.
I feel like I'm at my prime right now. Brain training, working on my mind, my hand-eye coordination. Huge difference from the second I get in there to the second I leave. Working hard, but also having fun.
How many left?
5 seconds.
It's a new record.
I'm 31 years old. I'm the strongest I've ever been. So I'm definitely more motivated than ever.
Yeah.
Alors qu'il se prépare au plus gros combat revanche de sa carrière, IAQUINTA cherche de nouveau à transformer la sueur en triomphe.
Kevin Lee thinks he could beat me. How can you be taken seriously? You might think that, but I'm the guy that ends all that talk immediately.
Momentum is a big deal, man. He's been in there with some good guys now, and Al's a no risk, no reward type of guy. He's going for it.
Back in 2014, I exposed him. I think it would be wise for him to remember that. So here we are, same thing. He forgot what happened the first time, so it's definitely something he'll be feeling again. There's no one that can compete with me. I'm gonna make this look good.
À 1600 km de là, une famille originaire de Détroit profite des plaisirs simples.
Growing up back home in Detroit was rough. I saw a lot of things at a young age that I probably shouldn't have been exposed to.
Only a few minutes left. Where we grew up, in them neighborhoods, early for some reason, I just kind of saw what I didn't want to be and who I didn't want to associate myself with and what I didn't want to have happen for my life, you know? I really thought that I was going to be in jail and I was never even a bad kid.
No.
I just always thought, you know, I just wasn't going to be here.
That wasn't a hard vision to have, being where you kind of grew up, you know? But that's what majority of them guys are.
I give my parents all the credit in the world for the way that they raised us. You know, I know it was really tough on them. I know that those nights can get very long and they had a hard time keeping it all together. But we stuck together as a family, and I think that's what's really kept us through. And now we're in a much better position, and we only getting bigger and better.
Bien qu'il soit ancré grâce à la force de sa famille, il y a 1 an, la famille élargie de Lee a été profondément ébranlée.
Over the last year or so, I'd be lying if I say I didn't look at somewhere other than Vegas, see if I could set a life up somewhere else, see if I can get some better training. But ever since my coach Robert Fallis passed, I went through a period where it was pretty rough, where I was kind of lost a little bit. The things that made Robert such a great coach was his selflessness.
I want 2 minimum, 3 max.
Yep. He really was the glue for everything, and he saw me for what I am. And he was somebody that really connected with me to a point where I didn't think was possible. That's what makes a coach go from beyond just a coach. As I sat back and I looked and I looked around and seen the support system that I got here, and I figured I owed it to him to really bring a belt to the city again.
Let's go, champion.
I feel like I'm the new breed of fighter. I'm showing the evolution of the game. You never know what style I might come out with. You never know if I'm gonna take you down and look for chokes. You never know if I'm gonna pull guard to submit you off my back. You never know if I'm gonna go Taekwondo style. You never know. I don't even know. No idea. I'm out of my mind.
That's it.
This fight with IAQUINTA is really gonna show that I'm ready for that next level, that championship fight. I'm gonna humiliate Al. I'm gonna outshine the man everywhere it goes. If he want his jaw broken, I'm gonna sit right above him, go ahead, open his mouth for him, and shove my fist in it. Al ain't half the man that I am. Flat out, ain't half the man. Once I embarrass him and humiliate him in front of millions and millions of people around the world, the rest of the people will know that I'm ready for the next level.
I have knockouts in the leg kicks, I have knockouts in the body kick, I have knockouts with the head kick, I have knockouts with the knee. I'm best kicker in the game.
We can both take each other out with one strike. And I feel like that's how the fight will play out. Fans will be on the edge of their seat for this one.
Après avoir passé 2 ans et demi dans le New Jersey, l'un des poids légers les plus palpitants de l'UFC est retourné dans un climat qui lui rappelle davantage son Brésil natal.
You ready? Kickboxing.
No jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
When I moved to US, I was living in Florida for a couple years, and I was to New Jersey. My wife got pregnant again, and winter is so long and so cold all the time. Yeah, that's very hard for me and my family.
Go!
I'm here in Florida right now to live my dream. It's happy 24 hours per day.
Who is the champion?
Here!
Here!
The champ is here.
The champ is here!
Okay.
You're both my champions.
Les meilleurs moments d'Edson Barboza sont légendaires. Depuis ses débuts dans l'UFC il y a 8 ans, le Brésilien a affronté et battu plusieurs excellents poids légers, remportant 8 primes de performance de l'UFC. Avant d'affronter Habib Nurmagomedov il y a 1 an. Après ce revers et une autre défaite contre Kevin Lee plus tôt cette année, le combattant de 32 ans veut remonter au sommet de sa catégorie. Depuis la fin juillet, Barboza s'entraîne dans un endroit familier, avec les autres vedettes de l'UFC de la American Top Team.
When I train ATT, I train in the old ATT, and I go to New Jersey. When I come back, I saw those guys there and really feeling home. A lot of good guys there, and high level and good person. I think that's the most important for me.
Muito bom, velho.
I remember when I started training, I was 8 years old. I saw these guys kick crazy, like a crazy kicks. I say, man, I wanna be this guy when I grow up. When I get bigger, I wanna be like this guy. It's Anderson. He's on my side for whole my life, my whole career. It's more than a relationship you have with your coach. This is my second dad.
Eu nunca vi o Edson tão feliz igual ele tá aqui. Eu posso te garantir pra vocês que o Edson ele vai voltar da melhor maneira possível. Um, dois, sai do jab, vou direto. Então acho que vocês vão ver um novo Edson daqui pra frente.
I'm 5 in the world, have only 4 guys in front of me. I'm still, if I win 2 or 3 fights, put me on the line for the next title shot. And he just pushed me there, you know. He's, well, you can do it, and I really believe in him.
À près de 13 000 km de là, au nord de son pays natal, l'adversaire de Barboza représente à la fois une nouvelle génération de combattants et un retour en arrière.
I grew up just an Auckland boy. I think I grew up like most Kiwi kids, playing sport. Rugby league was really the one that stuck to me. I just think I enjoyed the aggression of the game and the contact of the game. Then when I found combat sports, I was just hooked straight away. Yeah, well, I started my own gym, the Combat Academy, just as a place to share my knowledge and share my passion. And I feel like it's made my depth of understanding of the sport so much deeper by sharing knowledge and teaching.
But if I control it, step, now occupy it, yeah?
I feel like it grows me as a fighter, and it's the only reason that I am where I am now is because I've shared that knowledge and developed my own understanding of the sport.
And I land it, and I double jab, and he turns, then I hit him again.
I'm very proud to represent New Zealand. We are of the first generation of, New Zealand raised fighters that are now being very successful inside of the UFC. Hopefully I can share that to the younger fighters in New Zealand.
En 2014, Dan Hooker entre dans l'octogone pour la première fois. 3 minutes et demie plus tard, il démolit son premier adversaire. Depuis, il fracasse ses opposants, remportant 6 autres victoires par arrêt du combat. Hooker remporte ses 4 dernières victoires chez les poids légers, où le Hangman semble inarrêtable.
That's 4 in a row. You're getting these boys hurt. You need to give me someone on my level. Let's go.
Son souhait est exaucé puisque la vedette montante obtient un combat contre l'un des 5 meilleurs aspirants, Edson Barboza. Une occasion qui coïncide avec un événement encore plus important.
Steady skill.
Me and my wife just had my daughter Zoe, not even a week old at this stage. A lot of people ask me if, you must be super motivated now, but I'm not sure how to answer that. Like, it's a very complex answer. To me, like, fighting is like a very, selfish thing. I'm missing out and sacrificing time with my daughter, time I'm at the gym when I could be hanging out with her. This is just something that I have to do for myself. I feel like I still have a lot to prove to myself.
Dan is a real, what I would call like a fighter's fighter. He's a guy who you can model other fighters off, other young fighters. If you want them to look up to anybody, then Dan will be that guy.
Every man is human. Any man gets clipped on the chin. Any man gets his arms around your neck and squeezes, he can put you out. Having a daughter is not gonna change that. That's not gonna make me bulletproof. I'm still just as vulnerable, but that's what gives me strength as a fighter, is that if I'm vulnerable, I know you're vulnerable. Everyone's human.
Pendant que Dan Hooker fait son ascension vers la célébrité, son partenaire d'entraînement et ami proche, Israel Adesanya, fait de même.
Israel helps me prepare and he helps me train. It's a completely different thought process and perspective from my own.
Don't start.
If you let me, I'll train 5 times in a day till I'm exhausted. But he won't. He trains very smart, is very in touch with like his body, and he listens to his body. Like, that's something that I've picked off him that's just helped my game exponentially.
Individually, we're just self-motivated, I guess. You're pretty self-motivated.
You don't want to, you don't want to just fall into like a
complacency.
Yeah, like a complacency in training. You have to do something to keep that fire going, keep that spark going.
If I walk into the gym or he walks into the gym and I can tell like he's he's had an off day, or maybe like he's just not in his best form. I can smell it. I can smell it now. As soon as he walks in, I'm just like, oh, I can push the buttons today.
Then it's smooth sailing. Comes around.
Well, I have to like dull down my striking to mimic his opponent, because things I'd normally get him with, I'm like, okay, I can't do that because his opponent doesn't do that. So I get beat up in sparring, but it's for the greater good.
And go live, go for the takedown, defend the takedown, get your back off the wall. Go! Remember, if your back's on the wall, you're losing. It's like being on the bottom.
The training environment that our head coach Eugene and our other coaches have developed at City Kickboxing, it's more like a family where we all feel like we need to give back to our training partners.
If you get him down, kid, you get the Barboza fight. We take him off it.
You don't just come in for your own fight camp and then leave and don't give everything back. We all invest in each other's training camps. That's the only reason that we've all had such great success.
Try and be a little bit tricky, guys. Try and be a little bit more tricky. Single leg, double leg. Double leg, single leg, body lock. Try and plan a few steps ahead.
The reason that he's had such a rise up till now, like it's such a rapid rise, like winning his last 4 fights, for instance, is because of the consistency that he's had at the gym. Because he stayed in one place. Before he used to move around a lot. Now he stayed in one place. And now you're starting to see the benefits of staying in one place and consistently training for years on end. The benefits of that are coming true right now as we speak.
I like that double leg.
Put it this way, if we're the X-Men, Eugene is Professor X, Dan will be Cyclops. I'd be Deadpool. I'd be like the little class clown. Dan is just a leader. That's a very strong quality he has. So he's like Cyclops. He's very focused. He's very determined. He sends a beam at what he wants to get, and he gets it.
Le leadership de Hooker lui permet de se propulser vers de nouveaux sommets. Le soir du combat, il est le seul à pouvoir arrêter son plus grand test à ce jour.
Facing Edson Barboza appeals to me the most. He's regarded in that top echelon. Those are the people that I've always wanted to fight. I'm going in there for 15 minutes of war. I'm going in there to push myself to my ultimate limit. You know, when I first started this career, I told people I wanted to be the best fighter in the world. They looked at me like I was crazy. Now there's only a handful of people left to beat. They don't look at me like I'm so crazy anymore. I'm here to compete against the best. And that's my direct route to the title.
À l'autre bout du monde, à l'American Top Team, c'est le jeune Barboza qui a sa première séance de la journée.
Muito bom. Shake my hands.
Noah started doing jiu-jitsu like 3 weeks ago. He just did like 3 classes and he fell in love with jiu-jitsu, which is so funny because my husband is from Muay Thai. He's like, "How you gotta train Muay Thai?" He's like, "No, I wanna train jiu-jitsu."
And I bring him in the ATT, he train, he love. He asks every single day. He's wake up, the first thing he asks me, "Hey, have a jiu-jitsu class today?"
Good job, meu amor.
He's doing well. He's 3 years old, but he's pushing himself. All coach say, "Hey, he's a fighter."
If Noah wants to be a fighter, you cannot say no to him. He loves to watch his daddy fighting. He asks his daddy, "When are you gonna fight?" You know? And he loves to go to the gym. He fell in love with jiu-jitsu.
I have one more baby coming up. That's my strength.
Não high five aqui no pai. Não high five aqui na mãe.
Même si Edson Barboza se bat pour sa famille, le soir du combat, il entrera seul dans l'octogone.
He's a top-level fighter. Has a lot of experience.
My first fight was 8 years old. 8. No shin pads, no headgear, just mouthpiece, gloves, Muay Thai, elbow, knee in the face. I'm a veteran for sure.
You know, having him here is just great. Great guy.
Por quê? Olha só. Você tá aqui.
I still think that Edson has a lot to do. I don't see it that he has really showed his full potential yet.
Escape your hip, use your shoulder to bother him, circle the hand, hands together.
I definitely think that Edson has the experience, the speed, the power, and he's probably going to surprise him a little bit.
I know if I go there, give my best, I want to win this fight. MMA, it's a hard sport. I try to give my best every single day, and I feel better than ever. I think I'm the best kicker in the game. I have knockouts in the leg kicks. I have knockouts in the body kick. I have knockouts with the head kick. I have knockouts with the knee. Nobody works for legs more than me in UFC. I get focused 100% me, 100% my game plan, and I really don't worry about his game plan. I really don't care. The most important fight of my life, because it's the next one. So every time I step octagon, I put the show for everybody. Everybody see a big fight every time. I hope he's coming hard, coming 100%, because I feel great. I'm ready to go.
This fight, it's more of a homecoming. Just having the home crowd on my side is gonna be amazing. They get to see me do what I truly love to do. I think it's gonna be awesome.
This summer 15, I want to prove that I'm the better fighter.
Get that stop sign. There you go.
You know, I want to go in there and take over Milwaukee. I want to go in there and let Milwaukee, you know, like, hey, wow, this guy's legit.
Né dans une famille militaire et habitant dans une petite ville de la Nouvelle-Angleterre, Rob Font connaît bien la discipline requise pour connaître du succès dans l'UFC.
What I love about fighting is the unpredictability. You know, you never know what's going to happen. I love the fact that I can just kind of freestyle and flow with certain things. It sounds crazy, but it's no better feeling than knocking somebody out. Like putting your hand through their fist and like just staring at them, watching them, like, got him. When I'm on, man. Like, I click in and it just flows. I really believe I can knock out anybody in the world. And you see it, like, I clip guys. I'm like, how did I do that? Like, all right, cool. Like look how big my hand is, man. Like, I got some big hands for a 35, but like, once I put them on, it's over. Get in there, put him away, get another one, and then start chasing that belt again.
Rob Font fait d'abord éruption sur la scène de l'UFC en 2014, avec une fiche de 10 victoires et une défaite, et il s'affirme rapidement. 6 mois plus tard, le combattant du Massachusetts obtient un résultat semblable. 3 autres arrêts du combat spectaculaire suivent. Confirmant son statut de combattant le plus fort pour mettre fin au combat. Aujourd'hui, Font souhaite passer de l'un des combattants les plus électrisants chez les poids coqs à l'un des meilleurs aspirants de la catégorie.
One thing about Rob Font is a sharp, accurate puncher who's very, very hard to hit clean now. You see it. You start to see it in his timing. You start to see it in his sense of distance. You start to see it in his defense.
When I feel it, I connect on anybody, I'm putting him away. He's from Milwaukee. Fighting from your own crowd, it's fun, but it's tough because everybody believes you're already gonna win. Especially him, he has to live up to his brother's name. He has to prove that he's good, but I'm the wrong guy to do that with.
I think when Rob Font brings his A game, it's going to be a long, long night for Sergio Pettis, and it doesn't matter where it is.
Stay right there, Rob. Turn him over. Go ahead, low breathe. Mind on your work. Woo! Good work.
Malgré la distance, Font fait la navette pour s'entraîner avec une autre vedette de l'UFC et légende des arts martiaux mixtes de la Nouvelle-Angleterre, Joe Lozon.
Rob is just super committed. It's basically a 2-hour, trip just door to door. 4 hours every single day he comes here.
Definitely drive a lot. I'm always on the road, but it's whatever. It's not that bad. I throw a podcast and some music and I'm there in no time.
Perfect. Next guy. There you go. Cut. Oh, no. Nice.
He's here to work.
Turn your hips. Go.
He makes the most of his time here. He's always thirsty for knowledge. He's always trying to learn as much as he can. He's like a sponge. Change direction. Dude, I slim people. Circle behind me. You're trying to drag my elbow behind me.
Preparing for Sergio, with me, I think it's being patient and letting the knockout come. He's gonna be quick. He's gonna be crafty. He trains with his brother and a lot of other savages. He has that fun Taekwondo / Muay Thai style. He goes lefty, righty, he punches, he kicks. But I've seen that. I know exactly what to do with that type of style.
Now pummel hard. Use your hips. Bump. He's a very technical striker, but I just think we're gonna be able to be the bigger guy, be the bully, and show him that 35 is a little bit big for him.
I kind of pride myself on always trying to bully people, and Rob is going to bully Sergio Pettis.
Open around December 15, Milwaukee. I want to prove that I'm the better fighter, the longer fighter. I hit harder. This is a must-see fight because Rob Font's knocking out Sergio Pettis.
À 1300 km à l'ouest, après un parcours fabuleux chez les poids-mouches, un combattant revient à ses origines, chez les 135 livres, où il a déjà une fiche de 9 victoires et une défaite.
I started my career off at 135, had really good success, and I had to make the switch to 125 to learn dedication, to learn the technique and the details. I got to number 2 in the flyweight division. Those little guys move fast, so I'm excited to bring that to the bantamweight division. 135, that 10-pound difference can definitely change the game. I feel a lot stronger, I feel a lot more energized and alive. I used to put a lot of pressure on myself in my previous fights. So with this fight, it's more of a homecoming. I get to come back to my home weight in my hometown, and I think I'm gonna go out there and have one of the greatest performances.
À seulement 20 ans, Sergio Pettis fait des débuts triomphants dans l'octogone.
Nice knee, that hurt him. Beautiful takedown by Pettis.
Et s'établit rapidement comme un espoir électrisant.
Pettis is all over him.
S'ensuit un parcours impressionnant chez les poids-mouches.
Oh, beautiful right hand by Sergio.
Où ses habiletés de cogneur et sa vitesse lui procurent 5 triomphes, dont des victoires contre les anciens aspirants au titre John Moraga et Joseph Benavidez. Aujourd'hui, nourri par des années de succès, Pettis revient chez les poids-coqs en quête de sa 18e victoire en carrière.
Sergio
Life is always good outside the octagon. I'm blessed to be where I am and blessed to do what I love to do. So truly grateful for all the opportunities that I have and grateful for the lifestyle that I'm able to live. My girlfriend convinced me to buy a dog, and he's an 11-week-old pit bull. The little guy's just mean, man. He's peeing and pooping everywhere. He stole my heart, but I can't handle the poop. He's so hyper every day in the house, so he's tearing everything up. So I had to make sure get him outside and get him playing, and gets me outside too, fresh air. So it's relaxing, man. Definitely different mindset, different mentality. Honestly, taking care of the dog is definitely tougher than training for a fight.
I start facing him now, you don't have my back anymore. And that's because my posture's up.
That's the biggest part.
Yeah. If you're like this, seatbelt, Ross got his leg in, you're getting rode down. Yeah. A lot of guys are trying to take Serge down because he's such a good technical dynamic striker. So we're working on getting up from that position in a situation where he can start striking back and put on a good show for you guys.
My greatest asset as a fighter would be my dedication. It's just how hard I work. I try to be the last one out the gym, the first one in the gym, and I try to make every practice count, you know, so I'm there daily. I'm good everywhere, man. A lot of people think I'm just a stand-up fighter, but I do have jiu-jitsu, I do have wrestling, and it's just a matter of me blending it together and trusting myself. I'm gonna go out there and just have fun this time, you know, go out there and fight. I know Rob Font is gonna try to bring the fight to me, and I fight really well when that happens, you know, I like that. He's gonna push the pace, I'm gonna push the pace. He's good everywhere, you know, he's a full athlete, and I believe I'm a full athlete too. There's holes in his game for sure. He's gonna be surprised. I might be the shorter fighter, but I know how to use my range really well. And I haven't fought in my hometown since I was 20 years old. So I'm 25 now, I'm a grown man, so man, I'm excited to show out. He likes to keep it standing, he likes to bang and go to war, and I think he's gonna bring out a better Sergio Pettis. Everything's just pushing me to be myself out there in the octagon now. You know, I've always held back, and I'm ready to go out there and show the world what I'm capable of doing. December 15th, my goal is to knock Rob out in front of my hometown.
Alors que le jour fait place à la nuit, que les heures filent à vive allure, la cadence et l'intensité des camps d'entraînement deviennent plus essentielles.
This fight with IAQUINTA, this is gonna be the one for the ages. I'm better in every aspect of the sport. I'm gonna humiliate Al.
If he thinks I'm gonna be the easiest fight, that's a big mistake. It's gonna be a 5-round war. No matter how it happens, I'm gonna get my hand raised.
My goal is to be champion. People said I was crazy. Now I'm fighting the number 5 in the world.
Dan Hooker's a great fighter. He's a top 15, but
top 5 guys different. And now he start fight with the Lions.
I have a goal to knock Rob Font out. I believe I match up extremely well with Rob. And a lot of people think I'm just a stand-up fighter, but I do have jiu-jitsu, I do have wrestling. He's gonna be surprised.
You know, Sergio has that fun Taekwondo / Muay Thai style. He do some spinning kicks out there and all that. But I've seen that. I know exactly what to do with it.
If you ain't with me, you against me. There's not a man that's alive that can say I'm a sissy and think I won't slap the out of him.
I think he's trying way too hard. You're doing everyone a disservice by acting like an ignorant person.
The fans, they know what this fight is. The first person to make a mistake wakes up with half their money.
I hope he's coming hard, coming 100% because one more fight in the night.
Rob, he's a tough athlete, but there's holes in his game for sure.
Open it around, I want him to know, like, wow, I should have never took this fight. Look how big my hand is, man.
He's coming in that same cocky Kevin Lee that came in the first fight. He's gonna get humbled again.
I know that man. He know me too. We can talk all we want. We can talk while I'm punching him in the face.
6 des combattants les plus puissants de l'UFC auront la chance de briller lors de la soirée de l'UFC présentée en direct de Milwaukee.